And they're important for a lot of reasons. Like every single one of these is important. We put them in mythology all over the place, right? We're really about it, right? We're really about it. These books have been around like forever, and we're gonna see how old they actually are, right? And why they matter, and what we're talking about, and what we see kind of in common, and what we learn from these books, right? So you can see right off the bat, I'm going to talk about the Death Note. If you're familiar with these, like we're going to talk about Death Note, right, which is a huge mythology. There's a lot of layers, man, when you get into Death Note and like how this guy goes about it, like what it actually means. There's a lot of symbolism in there, and that comes from Asian culture or Eastern culture, I should say. And then you have right in the middle, that's the Necronomicon, and we have a lot of mythologies based off the Necronomicon, like a huge amount of mythologies, modern storytelling that's based off the Necronomicon. Like some of my favorite shows, literally, are based off the Necronomicon, and I'm going to talk about those shows as well. So I'm going to talk about the stuff like the shows, the mythologies itself, like the origins of the stories, and the last one you see over there is the Book of Thoth. And the Book of Thoth is like literally the oldest representation of the same idea is the Book of Thoth, right? Like they're literally like trying to categorize knowledge, right? These are all about categorizing knowledge and using knowledge or the sacred knowledge and what ultimately comes along with it. And every single one of these, man, like there's a downside, right? It's 100%, right? You're gonna latch on to some book, and the power is probably way out of your control already. And that's what all these concepts are. Like you're getting access to the hidden truths of the knowledge. You're getting access to like cosmological knowledge, right? And the problem is always you, right? You're not ready for this power, and that's hidden in this knowledge, right? So this is why these things are kept so quietly as they are, right? And we need to understand how we need to move around certain things. We got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know where to run. And I know nobody said that in a long time. No one's lyrically put out that concept, right, of walking away from some stuff that's just beyond you, right? Like that's totally okay. It's not a L, right? It's actually self-awareness. If you see a book that has cosmological implications, just leave it alone. That's the simplest thing you could do with your life, right? But if you're not going to do all that just off the rip, I'm going to talk about why you should do that. I'm really going to reinforce with you guys like why sometimes you just leave stuff alone. And we're going to start with these books. All these books about knowledge. Now the first one is obviously the Death Note, right? Like we see it, and the Death Note as literature is pretty strong and pretty popular even right now. Like I just like in the last